missed one of my really good friends' birthday. Yep. And I felt really bad about it. And, I called her and, I apologized, and she seemed like she understood, but I still felt bad. And after that conversation, I did some self-evaluation, because I like to have these conversations. If something doesn't sit well with me, I like to do some self-evaluating. And one of the questions that I asked myself was, am I a good friend? And the answer came back, yes, right, I am. And just because I forgot her birthday or forget important things that might be important to someone else doesn't mean that I'm a bad person, right? I'm human. I'm allowed to forget. And truth be told, I forgot because on her birthday, something traumatizing happened to me that day. And her birthday just totally slipped my mind, right? I wasn't even thinking rationally or clearly. And it made me think deeper into my friendship circle and why my circle is so tight, right, at this age. So I'm in my 40s, and I have a few solid friends in my life, and that is okay. So when I was younger, I had a bunch of friends, right? And I thought that these friends would be in my life forever, like most people think. So even some of my clients, they come, they come to therapy. And first of all, a lot of clients that come to therapy, they come to therapy to talk about other relationships that they're in, right? Whatever issues that they might be having, whether that's communication, boundaries, infidelity, friendships. And when I talk to a lot of, I'm going to say like young people, maybe like in their early 20s, after high school, they have a really difficult time either maintaining those friendships or separating from those friendships, right? Because again, we think that they're supposed to be in our lives forever. When we have to understand that everyone is in our life for a reason or a season, but most of us weren't toward that, right? And most of the time, those friendships don't last because we grow apart. Sometimes, families move away after high school, and, maybe your friend goes to college in a different state, so you become distant, you lose connection, then you're no longer friends, and that really is okay. Because again, like I said, everyone is in your life for a reason or in a season. And we also have to recognize when a relationship is no longer serving us and let that relationship go, make a peaceful transition. Because when you disconnect from a friend, it's not a loss. And it may be a loss in the sense of, okay, so if you were more invested in that friendship than the other person was, yeah, it's going to be hurtful, right? You're going to have to mourn that friendship. However, you didn't lose anything. Sometimes we have to remove people from our life in order for other people to come in. Because again, I'm going back to that. Everything is a reason or a season. And when these relationships don't last, we have to sit with ourselves and we have to do some self-evaluation. And we have to figure out what is the lesson in this situation. Now, for me and the friend that I'm talking about, we're still currently friends. But it makes me think about friendships. It makes me think about what that looks like in your 40s, right? How do you make friends? And I want to hear from you. Email me your thoughts, right? How do you make friends in your 40s? Are you dealing with expired friendships? Are you evaluating a friendship right now? That email is Lotus that's LOTUSSPC@gmail.com. Or you can follow me on Instagram at Lotus LLC. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear your thoughts. And so what I've also realized too is that, so my friends, right, I don't have a collective group of friends where they all know each other. So if you think about like Sex in the City or girlfriends where they all know one another and they're all in each other's lives and they can call each other and remind each other about things, my friends are from all different walks of life. So I have friends who live in different states. I have friends who I went to college with. I have friends who I work with. I have friends that I know through a mutual friend. And I have different relationships with all of them. Some of my friends have young children, and our lives are just different. And I have to be honest, sometimes it can be challenging trying to keep up with everything, right? Trying to keep up with birthdays and their children's birthdays and the businesses that they're starting, because I have my own stuff going on. But I'm that friend. I like to connect with people,